Hello, this is Commissioner Gordon Topham. I'm reporting on our commission meeting of January 9th. It was a rather light business meeting, but I'll cover those things. I've got some things sitting here in front of me I'm going to have to keep looking down at, so I won't be making eye contact with the camera as much. Gary Mason was out. He wasn't in attendance. He had a hip replaced earlier, so we hope he is getting better fast. In our correspondence, we had a little discussion about our quarterly report from Sevier Power. They have their preliminary designs completed, and the air quality permit is in the comment stages now. It should be finished in a couple of months. They have been having some discussions with possible partners in putting together this project. They anticipate over this next quarter that the air quality permit will be completed. They have made application with Pacific Corp to have their power taken out on some of the Pacific Corp lines that leave the county. So that's their report. Then as we got into the elections for the new year, Commissioner Tudor Ogden was elected as the commission chair for 2012. Most of the assignments for the commissioners will remain the same. Commissioner Gordon Topham, myself, I was also added to a responsibility of being on the 6-County Regional Housing Authority Board and also on the Sevier County Children's Justice Center Authority Board. Those are a couple of additional assignments that I received. Other than that, most of the assignments, everyone will remain the same. We did appoint board members. There weren't a lot of board on an odd year like 2011 as it finishes. There's not a lot of positions that became available, but on the Board of Adjustments, Edwin Hoyle, who's been serving there and doing a wonderful job, he was reappointed for another term. On Planning and Zoning, we had 2 of the Planning and Zoning Commission that were up for, their term was up, and Ralph Brown from the south end of the county was appointed for another term, and from the north end of the county, Cheryl Christensen was appointed to continue in that responsibility. The Travel Council is having some reorganization. They're expanding a little bit to include restaurants, and we talked a little bit about that. The Weed Board was reorganized right to the end of last year with all new members, and so those members were finalized in what we were trying to complete doing, getting all of the boards and commissions up and running for a new year. We also the county is widening and fixing a road that goes out to an area called the Church Farm, and the property owners along there have donated part of their property for the right-of-way for the road to go through, which required them to reapply for Greenbelt because their property is a little smaller, and that requires a fee, and then that smaller property has to be recorded, and we approved waiving those fees where they're donating those bits of property to the county. So that will be going forward in the next few months. We approved a business license for Michelle Sorensen. It's out on the Brooklyn Road, just outside of Elsinore, and her business, she will be making Mountain Man and Native American crafts and selling them by mail order, taking orders and sending them by mail. That business license was approved. 2 beer licenses were renewed. They have to be renewed each year. One for Pheasant Run, that's near between Joseph and Sevier, and also Wind River Petroleum were also. The Travel Council presented their recommendations to us to fund the Rocky Mountain Rodeo. It had actually taken place, but to pay some money towards it for the rent of the Blackhawk Arena, and that $2,000 was approved there. This money comes from the transient room taxes. People come here and stay in the motels. They pay a tax that comes to the county called the transient room tax, and we use that money to do things to encourage more people to come here, different events and stuff like that. So that was $2,000 went there. And then the state parks managers are going to have a conference here in February, and $500 was approved to help them with that event. That should fill about 50 motel rooms. There's some advertising to be done in some magazines that was approved, and on a website. Also allocated funds for to send our tourism director, Kevin Arrington, to a conference that will deal with the buses coming through Utah, try and encourage them to come down into our area and spend some time here. And that looks like that was about it. We did also approve a contract with Repertory Dance Theater. They're coming here as part of our concert series, but we approved a contract to work with them to bring them in. Then during our open comment period, Dick Comiskey from Austin visited with us, and he requested that the county continue to do yearly maintenance on the Monroe Canal. Well, not the Monroe Canal, the Monroe Creek waste ditch that comes through. Last year we did some substantial work on that, and he feels like if we just do a little bit each year, then we won't have to spend that much money as it cost us to get it fixed this past year. We also, in other actions, we appointed John Hunt to be the manager of our flood control work that's going to be doing with some money that we received from the Federal Emergency Management Agency. We received about $3.5 million to try and fix some of the places that we had problems with this last year during the flooding season. What parts of the projects have been approved by FEMA, we don't know yet, but John will be managing that. And that was pretty much it. It was a short meeting, and not a lot of business needed to take place. Thank you.